I basically didn't know what it would be like at all. I just, seen a bunch of buildings, a lot of people, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get lost around here. I'm not going to know where to go or anything like that.
For me, it was just moving from a very small place to a very big city. It's quite a big move just on its own, even if you're not working to study, just moving. But yeah, no, that was the big thing, just living on my own for the first time, fending for myself, that whole kind of like, right, you're kind of an adult now.
I was definitely scared when I first started, nervous, and overwhelmed with, being in a class for so long and new people, new faces, and I didn't know what I was getting into, really. I knew what I was getting into, I just didn't know how I was going to be personally.
Before I started, not necessarily. It was probably more worried about how I'm going to go from working full-time to studying full-time.
I think it's natural to have concerns about moving into a space that you're not familiar with. And so before I came into music, I was working in a factory. I worked in a factory for 3 years. And so a lot of my factory jobs was just around sort of the hard labor, And so we didn't have to use our brain as much as we would have to when we were in school. So, a concern for me was definitely whether I was still academically capable to do the task that is asked of us, essays and, all that type of stuff.
I was worried that I wasn't smart enough. I was worried that I was really going to struggle academically. And on top of that, will I actually meet people that I'll gel with? No. I wouldn't say I was worried, but it was sitting in the back of my head, yeah. And it definitely knocked my confidence a bit too.
I was quite worried about how I was going to be able to write up assessments and see if I could get my point across.
I was concerned about my ability to do academic writing.